what's up everybody, I'm SuperSonicJB, welcome back, excuse me, to ReZero, the Prophecy of the Throne, for Nintendo Switch. So last time we did more of the story, and we died again, because of Wolf and all that, and we went back, well, we went to the next, we're going to the next loop, we're on loop 4, day 3, so we didn't go all the way back, which is nice. So, yeah, now continue on and do more of the story in today's episode, so we're gonna go and get started with the video. Make sure you hit that like button, as it really helps out a lot. And comment, subscribe my channel.
It's showtime!
So yeah, we ended things off with talking to my boy buy this fucking apple. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and continue on the story, so let's do it.
Are you okay? If you do not have enough, Rem does not mind paying.
Oh, Rem, you're so cute. I hear an angelic voice in front of me, and another familiar, loving voice from my side. My brain processes it too, and I slowly take a deep breath. I look around and take in the sight of the two who just spoke to me, two familiar faces. Oh, whoops. Yeah, remember stuff, man. Then I looked down at my hands, opening and closing them. I can move them. I can move my feet too. And so I push open the doors for my memories. And that moment, a certain red sight flashes before my eyes.
Subaru?
I fell to my knees, and a blue-haired girl. No, it's Rem. Rem desperately calls out my name. But I can't even bring myself to answer her. I'm too busy checking my throat, skin, and limbs to make sure they didn't burn away.
Burned and died.
Just saying that out loud sends a chill down my spine. In those 5 moments, I'd been engulfed in flames and incinerated. My throat was burning, my lungs were melting, my stomach boiling, the memory of all that pain coming flooding back. I can hardly breathe. Ugh, just thinking about that, dude. I heard that people usually died in fires from inhaling toxic gas and make them lose consciousness, burning up in the flames afterwards. And then I died that time. I didn't have the reprieve to faint from the gas. I was conscious, though, through it all, as I was burned alive. Yikes. The pain of knowing my body would be rendered completely useless broke me. The death of my body kills the mind along with it. Even now, after returning by death, my heart still burns.
Okay.
Thanks, Rem. That's my girl.
Please take a deep breath. Rem is
Aw,
right
I
here
just
with
want to
you.
hug her. Rem puts her arms around me in an embrace. I can feel the warmth coming from her body. And buy this fucking apple, man, over here, just like, hey, take this lovey-dovey crap somewhere else. He terrifies me at first, but the steady beat of her heart washes away the tension of my body.
It's okay now. Everything will be okay. Just breathe. Slowly,
She's
calmly.
Oh, you know she likes this. He likes this too. She speaks gently as to soothe the baby, and I listen intently. The fear doesn't go away, and the despair doesn't fade. But little by little, I can feel the infernal flames that had once burned me alive weakening.
Are you alright now?
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm back to normal.
You surprised me for a second there. If you two kept flirting in front of my shop, I've got even less customers come my way than I already do.
Oh wow, keep flirting
Is
in front
that
of the shop.
supposed to make me laugh?
The shopkeeper's eyes turned to a serious glare, so I refrained from laughing and avert my gaze
Here's the
instead.
payment. I apologize for any trouble we may have caused.
No trouble at all. As for you, you need to be more aware of your surroundings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be more careful.
A sense of defeat weighs down on me as I take the bag of apples, not knowing how to respond properly. The bag
See
is
you
heavy.
tomorrow, then.
I don't think we'll be back so soon. Here, you really helped me out back there.
Yeah. After putting some distance between us in the stall, I finally managed to churn the words out. After returning by death, Rem held me in her arms for some time as she shook of it all, brought me to my knees. Okay. It helped me recover mentally when my masculinity took a hit. Because of that, I can hardly look Rem in the face. Aw, but she's so cute. It's too painful to think she might look at me like I'm
There's no need
pathetic.
to be so worried, Subaru. No matter what state you appear to be in, I will never look down on you. Even if you tremble like a child with tears and mucus running down your face, you are still admirable.
I don't know if that'd make me look too admirable then. I wouldn't want to break myself down that much either.
Of course. Rem would prefer to see your gallant side as well.
That's right. Seeing her smile shatters my shield of shame and disgrace. All that's left underneath is the raw, exposed Subaru Natsuki.
Just plain old me. You're amazing, Rem.
But you are more amazing, Subaru.
Aw, if actually even says things like that, makes her all the more extraordinary. I know, right? Marry her!
Complimenting each other like this is nice, but we don't have any time to waste. Rem, this might be a weird question, but we just met up with Sakura in front of the shop, right?
Yes, we did see Miss Sakura. She previously visited the manor as an emissary of Miss Melty's camp.
So that means...
Take a deep breath now, convinced my thoughts was right. My save points changed drastically from before. So now it's been locked at Arlem Village a few days ago, but now it's changed. That's the thing. Like, I'm telling you, I think it's Melty's group. Like, Sakura and Tiga, I just feel like it's them. Because, you know, they always kind of show up when bad stuff happens, so... It's been updated a few hours before we run into Wolf unexpectedly.
There's still a lot I don't understand about my ability, but...
Loot house, okay. There was a battle for the insignia at the loot house, and a fight at the manor about my curse. Those have been my only 2 previous returns by deaths. Each of my save points returned by death didn't change during either of those incidents, but now it has. It may have shifted, but I can't imagine all our problems have been taken care of.
I don't even know who's behind all this, so I can't keep relying on my ability.
I return by death. I can't say with confidence that each time I change the results of impending disaster. Sorry if I read a little bit late or I cut off the text a little bit. There was a little bit of an issue with the game catcher, and it's like a little bit further behind than normal, so I apologize for that. But I can't rely on this power. It's way too risky to keep clinging to something or someone I don't know when they'll disappear. And above all, I'm afraid to die. It's painful. Yeah, I'm sure it's terrifying. Don't want to make any plans when my death is needed to reset.
I need to think about this positively.
Now that my save points have moved, I can't change anything that's happened before today or after the official announcement of the Royal Capitalist delay. Yeah, so this is all or nothing here. Amelia didn't come to the Royal Capital this time, and we've already met with the official royal candidates, well, all except Priscilla. So, you know, she's been the focal point of everything we've been doing from this point on. I take a few deep breaths to calm myself. I can't afford to make a single mistake from here on out. All the suffering I've been through would otherwise be wasted.
I'm going to Priscilla's manor now. I know where it is, but there's something else waiting for me there.
Something else?
It's what I mentioned at the tavern earlier, about someone going after Anastasia. I want to warn Priscilla, but I have a feeling that guy will show up there.
I debated on how best to tell Ram of the situation, but with little time left I decided to be blunt. When Ram and I considered Wolf last time, he was wandering around near Priscilla's manor. He'd already gone after Anastasia, so he's targeting the royal candidates. Makes sense he'd go after Priscilla
Then you will
too.
be warning Miss Priscilla as well?
I'd like to say yes, but...
If I talk to Priscilla, she'd keep an eye out for Wolf. Well, maybe. Well, that'd be good for her. I don't know if it'd be enough. Last time I told Rem to kill Wolf because of how dangerous he is, but it'd be better if we could capture him instead. Remember that he matured something in his final moments. Muttered, sorry. I want to find out what he was trying to say. Once I do, I should be able to get to the bottom of this. That's why. See, he said she must win, so whoever he's backing up,
I need to prepare.
He's got to be an imposter.
Will you join me, Rem?
Of course she will. There's no guarantees this will work, but this has always been how I fight. I dive into the sea of the unknown and launch a torpedo based on big information, oh brother. I'm always scared to do so, so I need someone who will give me that final push.
Please tell me what you would like me to do.
Oh, that's my girl. Rem's enthusiasm exactly the push I need. Yay! Rem's always backing you up like that. Uh-oh. A shadow slowly rises from the dark as it scans its surroundings, nefariously sneaking about. Oh boy.
Did you see that? Say!
Yes.
Oh man.
So, that is the suspicious
Yeah,
person
he was
you
still
mentioned
talking.
earlier.
Yeah, I saved and he just kept talking, man. Rem and I lurked behind anything we can find, carefully squinting into the darkness. That's the thing. I feel like going after him is kind of like the wrong move. That's definitely Wolf, just as I expected. He appears as he keep watch at Priscilla's manor. I doubt he'd suspect that anyone would be lying in wait for him to show.
Are we not to engage him here?
It'd be good if we were able to just talk to each other, but I highly doubt it'll play out that way. And if a fight were to break out here, he could end up running out into the open and getting a bunch of innocent people involved. Ideally, I'd like to find out who he's working for. But if that's not possible, and I'd like to contain our brawl somewhere it won't involve anyone else.
Understood. Rem also prefers to battle somewhere where there is no interference.
That's right, Rem agrees with me, as always, albeit for a slightly different reason, but now that we're both on the same page, we continue after Wolf. Brother. Yeah, there's an alley, moves definitely to the right and left. We trail after him, trying not to lose sight of him, but also trying not to be seen. We give a good distance to stay on this trail. At the very least, I know Wolf won't harm Priscilla today. If he did, I would have heard about it during my previous
I
loops.
shouldn't make assumptions here.
Last time we came to Royal Capital was the first time Amelia wasn't with us. Wolf attacked Anastasia and I then. It's hard to say if Amelia not being around will affect Wolf's actions. Kind of think of it, it's possible his target shifted to Priscilla previously because Amelia wasn't
Can't
present.
lose him. And we definitely can't let him see us. That makes trailing someone all the more difficult. So, you ready?
Yes, Rem is ready.
All right, good. Then let's go.
Let's do it. As we keep up our painstaking pursuit, I realize the environment around us has completely changed. Uh-oh. We come from Priscilla's prestigious manor to a place like this. So the ghetto.
Subaru?
The place we're in now reminds me of the slums. We aren't anywhere near Priscilla's manor right now. Last time we ran into Wolf, it was because he was snooping around there. And we'll be able to recreate our meeting from before. That means... I don't know. Who cares? Uh-oh. Okay, so... probably get some difference from him just in case. I mean, I don't even see him.
Subaru, will you not chase after?
I will! But I think we've gotten a little too close. That guy's extremely dangerous.
Extremely dangerous.
So let's keep some distance between us, just in case.
I see. Understood. Let us take care not to get too close then.
So we won't even get the chance to talk to Priscilla.
You need a weapon?
Ship weapon.
Well, all this scrap lying around should be better than nothing.
Okay. So wait. Is there anything else I can interact with? Because I should always look around before doing anything. Should I talk to Rem again if I talk to her again?
We may lose.
Good point. There he goes! Rem,
There he goes,
let's keep
okay.
going after
So
him.
they were
We
talking.
need to get to that corner.
Understood. We should hurry, Subaru.
Alright.
He should be right around that corner.
How much want to bet we
If you
lost
think
him?
he spotted you, I want you to charge in right away. Any hesitation could mean your life.
Understood. If I suspect he has noticed my presence, I will attack immediately.
Rem, he spotted us!
Rem attacks the moment I cloud to her. The spiked iron ball spins around with incredible momentum as it closes in and looks back.
That was a close one! Don't get the jump on me like that. All my preparation just went down the drain!
Wolf laughs loudly as he dodges Rem's attack. He leaps into the air and turns around. I grit my teeth and glare at the masked enemy in front of
Why did you
us.
figure us out?
I knew the whole time, fool!
I feel
If you're
you.
going to tail someone, you'd better learn how to do it properly. I could smell your animosity a mile.
Well, excuse me for not having
wait,
any
sorry.
opportunities to sneak after someone. I'll consider your advice for next time. Anyway, we're gonna slap the old ball and chain on you.
Do you mean her ball and chain?
That is quite enough. There is
Yeah.
no more room for discussion. We will get the answers we seek from you by force if needed.
Whoa, whoa! You're pretty scary for someone with such a cute little face. But oh well. If it's a fight you
Thanks,
want,
yeah.
it's a fight you'll get. Not like I've got a choice anyway, with you lot glaring at me like that. Don't blame me if you end up in the dirt.
Oh no. Oh boy. What is your choice? Oh boy. Come on. Please give me an option this time.
Damn it! He knew we were on his tail since the start. We totally fell for his bait.
That
All
would
right.
seem to be the case.
Uh,
We are left
Okay,
with
I'll
no
go with
choice
that.
but to fight him.
Stay calm. I need to keep a level head.
His ability to drain mana from those he touches and the fire magic he uses when he's cornered are the aces up his sleeve, and I'm already aware that we have a good chance of beating him so long as we take precautions. What sort of person is he anyway? Seems to me like he's just some plain old crazy person, but is he really? That Sin Archbishop, Mr. Crazy Pants was definitely a total psycho. What about this guy? His words certainly make it seem like he isn't all there, but there's something noticeably different between him and Mr. Crazy Pants.
I think that.
Mr. Crazy Pants invaded the royal capital to find Emilia. Because of that, numerous innocent bystanders died at the hands of the witch cult. Mr. Crazy Pants is that's just what my nickname was for him back when that episode. He's a genuine psychopath, but he killed me before. There's no denying he's capable of murder. When Anastasia and I were attacked, we were in the middle of the shopping district. Yeah, kind side. Okay, he attacked us in broad daylight, but I can't remember a single bystander getting hurt in the process. Yeah, there was like nobody around! Then before we fought him later, we were in a secluded back alley. I don't have much to base anything on, so it may have just been a coincidence.
There wasn't a single person around this time either.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like he doesn't actually want to hurt people around. If he knew he were following him the whole time, he could have attacked us whenever he felt like it. He could have even gotten a jump on us if we struck before we noticed he was onto us. And yet, here we go. Alright, and I am missing both option on both sides. Of course I am.
Well, no point in thinking about it now.
He's the enemy here. He's the one who killed me. Come on, how do I get the other options, man? What did I do wrong? I need to focus on beating him instead of wasting time mulling things over.
I want to go over a few things before we fight that guy.
Yes, of course.
Remember to keep an eye on his hands. He can drain your mana if he touches you.
Drain my mana?
Yeah. He can even absorb magic with his hands.
Understood. I will be wary of his hands.
Good. It's too risky to fight him close up, so watch his hands when you use magic too. Just use your Morning Star and keep your distance.
Understood. Thank you for the information. This will be very helpful.
Alright. You should be good to go. Now, to figure out what I can do.
I cannot have you be put in any danger, Subaru. Please stay somewhere safe and watch as Rem fights valiantly.
Thanks, Rem. Well, I want to say that, but that won't fly this time around. That guy is really powerful. Even you won't be able to beat him so easily. We need to work together.
I can't do very much, so what should I do here? Take pictures of him and blind him again? Okay, really? Again? Again? Like, that's the thing about this game. Like, where on earth do I get the rest of this information here? I need more information.
Sorry, Rem.
It's just annoying when you have to do stuff like this.
That is fine. Please just stay somewhere safe and observe the fight instead.
Ugh, damn it! I feel like I should do something, but
I feel like he could have done something.
It is quite all right, Subaru. Your desire to help is more than enough. So long as you are by my side, I can fight using my full potential.
Sorry, Rem, but as soon as I think of something, I'll do what I can to help.
Subaru, your sentiment alone is truly enough for me. Besides, your safety is a priority above all else. Please do not forget that.
Thanks, Rem. But I'll still do my best figuring out how I can help.
Now then, is there something I should check before we fight Wolf? He's already gotten the best of me several times before, so I need to be careful. Again, man? What? Oh, we finally have something here. Be careful of this fire attack. Okay, now of course I have something to absorb enemy too far. Uh-oh. That's a tough one, man. So now we actually have options here. Finally. Don't assume too far, but yeah, I mean, yeah, be careful of his fire attack. Yeah, this fire attack, I'd say.
Oh, Rem! I almost forgot something important. He can use fire magic, so look out for that too.
Fire magic?
Yeah. I don't know the specifics, but he can definitely use some sort of fire attack.
I see. So not only can he drain mana, he has fire magic at his disposal as well?
That's right.
That's
But I
right.
don't think
Yeah,
that's
that's
all.
right.
He has some sort of special attack that he uses when he's desperate. So don't let your guard down even if you have him cornered. You might end up getting blasted away
That's
by
right.
his fire.
Understood. I will not let
So
my guard
kill him,
down
we need
even when
answers.
he is cornered. And be wary of his fire attack.
You ready? There's no need for goodbyes. I'll send you both to the afterworld together.
Sorry to make you wait. We were just going over our plans to beat you. It's a shame, but I'm gonna make you regret giving us the time to prepare.
Oh, come on. Don't make me regret. Me?
Well, yeah.
Oh, man. I may just die from laughter here. In your dream.
Oh,
A
brother.
shame, really. This would have been way easier on you if you did just drop dead right now.
Oh, I'm really gonna enjoy killing you. Let's get it started then, shall we? I can't wait to see how many seconds you'll last.
Get ready, Rem!
Yes! Rem will give it her all!
You got this, Rem. Be careful!
We got this. Oh boy. To the mission! Away! Oh my god. Beware of his fire attack. Yep, I know.
What else can I do?
It's like... Think. Think? What do you mean think? There's a lot of wood scraps here. That might be useful. It's like... You have to go out and find these things. And I think I can use wood scraps for a trap.
Wood scraps for a trap.
But you can by the roof, though. I think. But you need them first. So I'm gonna check on this.
I'll use the... I'm good to go, Rem.
Very well.
Alright. And then... There's probably a spot where I can do something here, right? Like, he's gonna come over to the roof over here and try and do something, right? I can't see it, anything. Like, dude, I'm limited to what I can do around here.
Let's do this!
Prepare yourself!
It just absorbs it just like that.
You can absorb...
Can I, like, trap him over here?
Oh, sandbag. What could I even use?
You gotta think of something you can use it for, dude. Like right here. Some wood scraps and sandbags here. What can I use them for, though? I need to have a way to use them. No. Right here, check on this. How to use it. Dude, I'm legit limited in what I can do right now. I'm gonna take a risk and go over here. Anything here I can interact with? I'm not finding anything useful here. The only thing I can really do around here... Wait, what's this? Check.
There's no sandbag for these wood scraps.
Of course, it's too
Probably
dangerous.
shouldn't touch this. It'd be dangerous.
Can I use, like, knowledge? What if I tell Rem about it? If I... Can I tell Rem about
Let us
it?
go now, Soup.
Okay, so she doesn't really say much. So now I can drop this on him.
All right, trap activated. This is gonna hurt.
What the? Damn you! Damn you!
Alright, so can I get a sandbag now? Where was the sandbag at? I can't remember where it was at.
We'll be at a disadvantage if this drags on. We need to finish him off quickly. To do that, I need to give Rem better orders.
Yeah, but oh man, it's gonna fail. I'm getting to fight.
You're a piece of work.
God dang it. I can't do anything here. Let's check on this.
Right? I'll use the wood scrap. It's ready.
Understood.
Other phase, okay. Sorry, Rem.
Rem cannot last much longer.
We got a trap here for him.
Rem, be careful!
Understood.
Do they know? No, it can't be.
Is he close enough? I hope he's close enough. Attack patterns are becoming clear. Give Rem some precise orders to counter them. The same trick won't work twice. I need to think of another plan. What? Then what is my other plan? We're about to lose, dude. Wonder if I need to give Rem orders at a precise moment. Dude! Attack with Morningstar. Fire magic at him. What? No, that won't work. Attack with Morningstar.
Hit him with your Morning Star!
Understood.
Gotta admit, that was a good one.
Oh no. I think that's it. I think we lost. Okay, we're gonna have to... That's too predictable. Fire... Then he's just gonna absorb it! Dude! Fire magic him, attack a Morningstar. Like, he knows that's coming. But, then... Fire magic him, what's it gonna do? It's just gonna make him powerful again. What do I do here?
Rem, now! Hit him with...
Understood.
No, that's a bad move. Look at him. What?
Damn it! Pesky little.
Oh wait, did he?
Bad.
Oh, we won. Oh, at the last phase. He didn't see the magic one coming.
Not bad.
This is
Oh,
the
that was
end.
lucky. I figured if I use Morningstar again, he's gonna see it coming. So
See him.
we'll see about that. I can sense how satisfied Wolf looks hidden behind his mask. And when it hit that fire that had killed me flashes in my mind.
Stay back! He can also use...
What?
Fire magic. What? Yeah.
Yuma!
Ha ha! It looks shaken up as flames collide with Rem's ice magic. Both light up in the sky as an intense eruption, sending a blast of hot and cold wind throughout the slums.
How did you know about that?
These lips are sealed. This is your last
Okay, so I
chance
guess
to
it's back
negotiate
to
your way
normal.
out of this. If you tell us what we want to know, you could save yourself from some pain.
Don't make me laugh. You'll spare my life if I yield that. Don't give me that crap, you damned liar! What good would that do me? Yeah, and another thing. Just like you, I have my own reason why I can't back down.
Red lights appear around Wolf and turns into flames. Looks like he's taking it seriously now. Now we're back on even ground with that.
It's
You have to fight him
obvious
again.
who the enemy is now, isn't it? So come out already!
What? Why are you shouting now?
Good grief. No need to be so bossy.
It's Al. A lethargic voice responds to my cry, but despite his and his soothed words, his attack packs quite the punch. Wolf immediately leaps back to evade the slash with his blade.
Ah, I missed. My bad, bro. We should probably retreat now.
Like hell we will! This is playing out exactly like I said it would. Just help me out here like you promised!
Fine, fine. Jeez. I'm really not cut out for this sort of thing, bro.
So, you've prepared yourself an ally. A ridiculous-looking one at that.
Hey, you're one to talk.
So it's not Al.
What's with that getup? You're trying way too...
Too hard, yeah. I don't know how it happened like this. Al and Wolf glare at each other and clash. I guess we did go to the manor or something. I don't know. Clash between the two most strangely dressed men in the rural capital begins. Honestly, I've had like to just watch and laugh if this wasn't my problem, but this is a matter of life and death.
Back Al up! I want to capture this guy alive!
Yes. Allow me to join you, Sir Al.
Appreciate the help.
Getting up on the little guy, huh? You're more heinous than me.
Shut up. Oh. Wolf leaps over Rem's and Al's simultaneous attacks and points at me. My life's on the line here too. After overcoming so much to get to this point, I can only feel annoyed by his comment.
You're starting to sound like a sore loser!
And you're sounding awfully high and mighty for a spectator.
Oh, brother. Rems and Al's onslaughts cuts out Wolf's escape route, forcing him to back into the fight. Haha! Al's attacks don't seem extraordinarily fast or anything, but his moves and positioning are incredibly precise. He covers for any of Rem's openings, sorting her offense.
Ah! Damn you!
Ha! Yeah!
Keep it up! The chains roars like a beast, the iron ball slamming Wolf with ferocious power. Wolf rolls on the ground and evade the attack, but then...
Sad, so sad. Looks like your luck's run out.
I know. Al swings his curved sword and Wolf intensely raises his hand. The next moment, fire erupts all around Al. The red flames flickering off his iron helm. Ooh. There's some voice in panic, but it's too late. Al is engulfed in the intense flames and is reduced to nothing more than...
I already
Oh
told
my.
you, didn't I?
Huh?
You're out of luck.
Oh, don't kill him. It all happened so quickly. When it seemed like Al had been engulfed by the fire, he deftly dodged the attack and drove his sword through Wolf. The sword pierced through Wolf's side, deeply damaging him from the inside. That means...
Should be out of commission now. We won!
I don't know.
You think you won?
Hear my victorious voice, Wolf shakes his head in denial. He then grips the sword in his stomach and lets out a long breath.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. I may only have the one arm, but I won't be loosening my grip anytime soon. You try to pull that sword
right.
out, I'll twist and wrench it out myself. It'll be bye-bye to your guts then. Do you still
That's
think
right.
I can't stop here. Not until I secure their victory.
Whose victory? His voice trembles with pain and he glares at Al through his mask. Oh boy.
he's
Sir Al, what is...
Al immediately lets go of his sword and puts his arm around Rem's slender waist. He lifts up the surprised Rem and sprints away as Wolf at full speed, turning to me and shouting all the while.
hit the deck!
What in the world? If that's what's going on as that moment later, explosive light surrounds us. A flash of red emits from Wolf, a shock wave blasting air around us. This is what it feels like to be hit with an air blast. The shock waves remind me of the time Reinhardt blew away the loot house around the ground, holding my head as I wait for the heat wave to subdue or whatever. I'm still not entirely sure what happened, but I just hope Rem and Al got to safety in time. I'm sure I'm like.
Please wake up, Subaru!
She's crying.
What was that explosion?
Subaru! Are you okay?
Aw, she was crying so hard, man.
What about you? Are you hurt?
No, I am fine. As for Sir Al...
Oh, he died protecting you.
Don't kill me off like that. Well, that'd be a pretty badass way to go. But I'm still alive here.
It's been a lot of saving there, dude.
You're alive!
Of course I am. Burning to death is really painful, you know? Just imagining it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. But why'd you make it sound like he kicked the bucket, Rem?
Sir Al's back was terribly burned while he was protecting me. I did treat it with some healing magic, but...
Getting burned is painful as hell. Even if it is just the tip of a finger. I'm going through that pain right now.
That's so? Well, thanks for protecting Rem. But there's still...
Cut our conversation short and look around. Seeing as we have a casual conversation, this makes me realize something I expected would happen,
So,
but
Wolf got away, huh?
Yes.
Rem gives a sudden nod. I mean, it's not the... It's probably gonna be another loop cell, and Wolf is nowhere in sight. He left behind his evidence of his power from his parting blast. The little corner of the slums that we're in is now nothing more than blackened ruins.
Something else. Scary to think a guy like him was peeping on the manor. I wouldn't have had any idea if you didn't warn me about him.
I know it
That's
was
right.
hard to believe me, but aren't you glad you did?
Yeah. I said he did go. I contacted Al before we decided to trail Wolf. Last time, I gone bearing the gifts of Appas to meet with them. After that was when I warned Al about Wolf and the threat he possessed. Al doesn't know me all that well, so he was obviously skeptical at first.
You were just so insistent that I decided to check things out because I couldn't just ignore you. And here we are. That guy was definitely
right.
his rocker. But I can't imagine he'd accidentally blow himself to smithereens.
That's true. Man, what a pain.
Could his objective be to interfere with the royal selection? If so, perhaps he knows who was spying on Lord Roswell's manor.
Maybe, but it's hard to say for sure. All I know is that there are a lot of factors at play here.
I also considered this before, but there's a good chance Wolf and the Witch Cult are unrelated or whatever. The Witch Cult is targeting Melee. Why would Wolf go after the other candidates? That can only mean
Working with someone affiliated with the royal selection. Might be a royal candidate to boot.
And that's why.
Come on now. Don't tell me the thought never crossed your mind. There was always a chance of political conflict between the candidates. Oh, it's happened sooner than I expected. Any one of them could have figured out they'd become the next ruler if the other candidates were out of the picture.
yeah.
There's nothing surprising about that.
Yes, Rem agrees. Even if the royal candidates themselves did not give the order, their supporters could have easily acted on their own as well.
The candidates and their supporters.
As I listen to Rem and Alice's conclusions, all the candidates and their camps flit in my mind. There's Couché and her knight Ferris, and Wilhelm, who works at the manor. There's Anastasia and her knight Julius, along with Ricardo and Mimi at the Iron Fang, including Mimi's brothers and the other beastmen. There's also Priscilla and Al, who's standing right before me, and that young servant at their manor too. It's felt in the ultimate knight hers, I think that's what they meant. I guess. Come on, game. You gotta look at these freaking typos here. Reinhardt, and I bet old man Rom is probably with her right now too. Finally, he's melting her knight Tiga along with their support Sakura. The royal candidates and their affiliates are suspects, and the culprit has to be one of
I
them.
don't suspect you guys, of course. Seeing as we just fought together and all.
The same goes for Anastasia. Wolf also attacked her.
That's so. And that puts my princess, yours, and the merchant girl in the clear.
I'm telling you, it's
Narrows
melty.
down the list a bit. Maybe it's not so hopeless after all.
Little by little, we trimmed down the list of suspects, but having seen all their smiling faces at the point of another, it only leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I wish.
Well, you really helped me out today, bro. I'll be telling the princess about what happened here. She can be pretty fickle, though. She may thank you for this later, but I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you.
Yeah, I guess so. As I stare at the charred remains that Wolf left behind. I just wish that when this is all over, we can get back together to smiling again.
Things still go as expected, and the meeting to explain the delay for the royal selection will be tomorrow.
Oh, brother. Loop 4, day 4. Okay.
Is this the right place? What a shabby bedroom.
Who the heck is
really
that?
The one? He does not at all seem to be the intelligent person Al spoke of.
Oh, it's you.
Mealy.
How unsightly. But as I am so magnanimous, I shall allow it. However, hurry and wake up. Who do you think you slumber before?
That's a fast forward to me out of my dreams. I'm only pushed out the bed, my back smacking against the hard floor.
What just happened?
I snapped in consciousness from the sudden assault, and an alarm sets off in my head, thinking Wolf has made his new attack.
What on earth?
Fool. Where do you think you are looking?
Huh?
How dare you present such an
Yeah.
uncouth face, commoner? I will not stand for such impertinence in my presence.
The woman in red arrogantly crosses her arms. My sense of reality disorients me. A woman who shouldn't be here in the bedroom, having appeared out of nowhere. I understood it if someone said this were a dream, but this isn't someone I'd like to meet. That was pretty good.
If I think of it as a chance to rehearse dangerous conversations, then maybe it wouldn't be so bad to meet her in my dreams.
I am impressed you can daydream even in my presence. Of course, it is execrable to try and cause me to be impressed by anyone. There is no other option but to behead fools like you myself.
Sorry!
Wow.
I'm sorry! Just tell me what's going on!
I see the reality is unrealistic, so I seek an explanation before I get decapitated. Priscilla, who had an air of danger about her until now, narrows her
My
eyes.
jester informed me of yesterday's events.
A meritorious deed deserves a reward. Therefore, I have come to commend you personally.
Okay, so she says. She's gonna hit me in the head or something? Gonna punch me in the
Sorry
face?
about that, bro. I didn't get a chance to stop her, you know? She was like a flash of lightning. Too fast for the naked eye to see.
I guess. Al, who is sitting across from me, slaps his knee as he
You
cackles to
definitely
himself.
don't seem sorry about that. I doubt you even tried to stop her.
Oh, seeing right through me, huh? Of course I didn't stop her. I wouldn't want to put the princess in a bad mood and off me just like that.
That's right, Al explains his stance without a hint of ill will. I don't even have it in me to get mad at his nonchalant
Still,
demand here.
though,
Why are you staring at me like that? You are being incredibly rude.
no.
Look
Just
who's
thinking about
talking!
How strange today has been. I never thought you, of all people, would visit me at this inn.
Well, Casa Priscilla, as I say this, it seems. I don't even want to look her in the eyes, man. I'm looking at everybody else but her. Oh, guys, Priscilla, as I say, it feels like this is all a dream. It's no exaggeration to say Priscilla is an arrogant incarnate, yet she still took the time to visit me, yeah.
I
and-
already told you while we were in that seedy bedroom of yours. An exemplary deed must be rewarded. This also pertains to the meeting regarding the Royal Selection's postponement. It is a matter that relates to you, is it not?
Yeah, I really appreciate this.
That's right. We're riding with Priscilla's group on her dragon carriage to attend their meeting at the castle. Surprisingly, Priscilla went out of their way to pick Rem and me up. Huh. I really am grateful since Amelia isn't here with us this time. They wouldn't have any reason to invite us to the castle otherwise. Though we're still involved with the selection process, so there shouldn't be any reason to refuse our
I guess if
attendance.
we shouldn't know about the meeting in the first place, there'd be no way to negotiate our way inside the castle.
Of course, I might have been able to head to the castle if I were somehow convinced them of my feigned ignorance, just like I did when I was warned about Wolf. That would be leaving a lot to change once we get to the castle, so I've been wondering what I should do. Be grateful, yeah, I guess that's what I should do. So speaks up as if she'd been reading my mind. Oh, well, maybe she can. That's a nice face she's making. Why can't she make that face more often instead of "I'm gonna kill you" face? She puts her hand in her mirror, then adequately sighs, spreading her lips into a gracious
If you
smile.
so wish, I shall permit you to worship and revere my presence.
I
good.
wouldn't go that far. I'm thankful to you, but this is supposed to be a reward, right? Thanks to you, we'll be able to join this meeting and bring some important info back to Amelia. We really appreciate that.
Yes, we are deeply pleased that you have bestowed us this favor, Miss Priscilla.
Do not thank me. I do as I wish. This is simply a result of that. The world exists for my sake, after all.
Priscilla's remark is a epitome of arrogance, but it's definitely fitting coming from her. As our trivial conversation wanes, our dragon carriage arrives at the royal castle. Oh boy. We pass through the giant open doors, setting foot inside the hall behind them, and suddenly all eyes and rooms are on us.
Natsuki and Rem. I see you were able to enter castle grounds safely.
Cruce! Well, how do I put this? It was more at the behest of this princess's whim.
Priscilla Barrial. I never expected you two to be acquainted. The truth is, I also sent an envoy to invite you here.
What? You did that for us?
Huh. My eyes go wide at Crochet's gesture. While I was agonizing about how to sneak in here, Priscilla and Crochet were already giving me two options to do so. Even without Priscilla's fickle intervention coming into play, I had a backup plan to get a castle without even realizing
Dear,
it.
I can't just ignore this. I never imagined Cruce would be doing the same thing.
Everybody's doing this for me? How nice.
Anastasia Hoshi.
That's right. I'm here too. It's only been a day since we last saw each other, hasn't it?
Anastasia, what do you mean Cruce is doing the same thing?
It isn't all that complicated, you know? I'm saying I also sent someone to fetch you and Rem. They arrived at the inn you're staying at, but said they were chased off by some crazed princess. A crazed princess?
Rem almost herself looking behind her. Priscilla scoffs at all this.
How dare you foist such lowly eyes upon me? Unlike the likes of you who sent mere messengers, I saw to him personally. Is it not natural for your transport to be dismissed?
Of course. I would never lose face over such trifles.
But I can't say I'm pleased by it. If we let you get the better of us like this, it doesn't bode well for things in the royal selection.
Hey, now.
Their candidates glare at each other. I'm standing in the middle of them for some reason, which fills me with a great sense of unease.
Subaru, it seems your actions these past few days have made everyone concerned for us.
That's why we're
That's
in
right.
this dilemma. Like a guy dating multiple women at once.
Don't say that, because she will grab on your arm and will never let go. I'd surely be sad if I ever did that with these girls. Rem would never let go of you, just saying that. Who knows what will happen in this being a political conflict.
I wish I were shellfish.
Rem would not like that. Although shellfish do open their mouths when heated, so that would be one way to open you.
I didn't get the luxury of clamming myself up!
It is inevitable that we would confront each other like this. But regardless, it is a welcome fact that Subaru Natsuki came to the castle.
That's true. None of us intended to get ahead by excluding one of the royal candidates' camps.
Missing such opportunities reveals the extent of one's capabilities. My inviting him on a whim should be noted in that regard.
Royal candidates come to terms while I swallow my own despairs. I can never imagine Priscilla as like a ruler. I'm just saying, I feel like she'd be more of a dictator. That's why I'm really seeing them cast their palms aside for the time being.
I don't feel good at all, though. Even if it does feel like I got to experience women fighting over me. In fact, I've got some serious heartburn from all this.
I mean, Rem and Amelia could fight over you, but...
What's up, Rem?
Oh no, pay me no mind.
Yes.
I just haven't seen Miss Melty anywhere.
Emma quietly whispers this in my ear after she takes a quick look around. It's natural for her to be concerned. It's a bit worrying not seeing Melty's 5th camp here. In reality, Melty's would be the 6th camp to ride with, Felt and Reinhardt being the 5th. I'd be worried if I told Rem that, though. Besides, it shouldn't change how the meeting today will play out, even if I didn't tell her.
It shouldn't change, right?
We'll see. Kid will observe as the meeting starts. As it proceeds, I remember, despite Amelia's absence. Melty's camp rides halfway through, and Reinhardt reveals Felt as another candidate. The old man Ram interrupts the gathering, and Felt declares she'll participate in earnest. Afterward, the royal selection is delayed to investigate the fake 6th candidate on... Yeah, whatever. Everyone starts suspecting one another, then we're all curled to Melty's get-together.
Let's all get together. Is there not a more pressing issue at hand?
Huh?
So, speaks up to interrupt Melty, who's about to propose her get-together idea with a smile.
What issue do you speak of?
Do not play dumb with me. I won't allow you to act as if you've never received the report. Regarding that man?
You mean the one who is supposedly trying to interfere with the royal selection?
The hall fills with agitated murmurs as Miklotab, whatever, member of the Council of Wise Men, makes his remark.
This is...
Conversation takes an unexpected turn into uncharted territory. It's due to our encounter with Wolf before this meeting. Of course, he'd be brought up being someone who's plotting to attack the royal candidates, but at this rate...
According to the report, the one who encountered the threat was not you, Miss Priscilla.
It was that commoner shirking in the corner over there. Without hearing his side of the story, you hardly have a tale worth telling. Hence why I brought him here today.
I knew you didn't just bring me here out of the kindness of your heart.
Yeah, I knew it.
I don't feel appreciated at all.
The reward fitting your exemplary deed was plenty repaid when I personally awoke you.
You call that rude awakening a reward? Don't lump me in with Al.
What's that supposed to mean? And don't involve me in all this.
Ignoring Al's protest, I'll put in the spotlight as I'm forced to speak with everyone's gaze on me in the middle of the hall.
Then. What is your name and affiliation?
My name is Subaru Natsuki. In my affiliation, I'm Miss Amelia's servant. Unfortunately, she was unable to make it here today. As her representative, I have a note expressing as much from Miss Amelia's guardian, Margrave Mathers. Here, this is it.
We've already confirmed the document. There's no mistaking the Margrave gave his express permission for this boy to attend in his stead.
I understand. So then, Mr. Subaru Natsuki, will you tell us what happened in your own words?
Oh man, where do I start? I'll just get right to it. There's a masked clown assassin that's targeting the royal candidates. I encountered him yesterday when I was out with Rem, and we got in a fight. Somehow, though, we managed to drive him off.
I got on at length about Wolf the Assassin, explaining every detail I remember about his appearance and the ensuing battle. I shuddered my way through the whole thing, but nobody interrupts me as I speak, so I think I can manage to talk about everything
Anyway,
important.
That's who we're dealing with. Unfortunately, we weren't able to capture him, so I don't know if he's still in the royal capital.
I see. You have provided some very valuable information. Still, it seems you have been through a great ordeal to do so.
May I add on to that? To tell the truth, I just recently heard that such an assassin exists from Natsuki here.
Yeah, I had to give my piece. Anastasia provides more details to back up my claims.
Natsuki bumped into this assassin and fought him only a few hours after we had our discussion. I feel incredibly regretful about not taking him seriously then.
Anastasia directs her apology towards me, then someone else raises their
I
hand
also
to
have something I wish to add. Concerning Subaru Natsuki's character. He is not the type to tell lies of ill intent.
You
I can
notice,
assure you all of this.
Melty and their group aren't saying a single thing.
Fouché.
He is earnest in his duty and service to Amelia. I would be blind not to recognize it.
Fouché gives a deep nod, and I feel relief wash over me.
What is it? Do not look at me with those beggar's eyes. Such is the height of disrespect.
Well,
Oh, shut
I
up.
just figured you'd have something to add with those two speaking up.
What a vulgar, boorish request. Though I understand your confusion, seeing as the lioness and vixen have spoken out.
Lioness.
What? Are you referring to me as the vixen? How rude.
I have merely given you an appropriate evaluation.
And what are you?
This collar may be the pinnacle of impudence. An achievement is still an achievement. I admit that you and my jester drove off that odd cretin from my abode. I recognize your efforts in this endeavor. I permit you to stake your life for my sake again next time.
Like hell I would! If I'm going to offer my life for someone, it'll only be for Mealy!
Priscilla's arrogant manner of speaking only serves to rile me up.
It seems you have garnered quite a bit of trust from each of the royal candidates.
Trust. I'm honored you'd say so, but I think it's a bit different from that.
I had to say it's a byproduct of me going around getting to know all of them. It's a miracle that Priscilla doesn't completely despise me when I thought she would be hardest to deal with. Guess I was saved by the others who are known to be respectful.
I think so too. Subaru is a very good person.
I'm telling you, she's so suspicious.
I don't have anything to say. Both of us are probably wondering just why the hell we're here in the first place.
Melty and Felt voiced their opinions as well, although Felt's a colder response compared to everyone else's.
Felt does have her own situation to deal with, so she probably doesn't have the time to consider mine right now.
From her perspective, she basically woke up one day and was dragged to the castle and was one of the royal candidates. It's not so much a Cinderella story as it is Arthurian having pulled the sword from the stone and suddenly being treated as a king.
I know I shouldn't be the one to say this, but with the royal candidates backing us like this, I hope it lends more credence to my story.
Of course, we are considering this matter very seriously. Yet you failed to mention this assassin's name.
Wolf, the malevolent masked magician. At least, that's what he called himself.
Indeed. I will alert the Knights of the Royal Guard and conduct a thorough investigation.
Yeah, please do.
Somebody in this area sent him up, though. He, had a wolf attack. I'm wondering how this all play out since this event is different from the previous loops. I'm relieved it's put me
If
in
I
the
may
clear.
make one final inquiry, Mr. Natsuki.
Oh, yes? What is it?
Naturally, you intend on conveying the information discussed during this meeting to Miss Amelia afterward, correct?
That's, well, yeah, most likely.
In that case, would you please inform Miss Amelia and Margrave Mathers to visit the royal capital as well?
That's pretty suspicious.
You want Amelia to come to the royal capital?
My face sends answer Lotov's unexpected question of my own. Amelia stayed behind the mirror so her name wouldn't get spread around. I don't know if it was the right call to make. That's why I'm not too eager to bring her here,
Now
but...
that 6 royal candidates have appeared in contradiction to the Dragonstone, we must properly question each and every one. I understand the sudden nature of this request.
but I ask that you convey such urgency to them.
I can give them an immediate answer, even though they're asking rather politely. After all, if Amelia were to come here, there's a possibility of the capital being tormented by a witch cult again. Unlike last time we confronted Wolf first, Amelia hasn't defeated Dust Bandits. That means there's a chance the witch cult might change up their plans, but still.
Mr. Natsuki, does our request inconvenience you in some way?
Well, that's...
No, not at all. We will promptly convey the urgency of your message to Lord Roswaal and Miss Amelia.
While I struggle to find the right words, Tim cuts to the chase for me. Turn around and surprise their agreement.
Now is not the time, Subaru. If we show any hesitation here, then they will all suspect Miss Amelia is up to something.
Right. That'd be troublesome.
Brown is right. If we hesitate on whether or not to have Amelia come to Royal Capital, it'd seem like we're trying to hide
Mr.
something.
Natsuki, if your companion is saying as such...
Oh, yes, I agree.
It took some time before we all came to an agreement, but I'm glad to hear you say so.
Say so, yeah, it takes some convincing for me, but I decided that Amelia would be coming to the capital. I have no choice but the non-agreement for now. If I didn't follow through by calling her, it would only increase their suspicion.
Well. Now to wrap things up. Miss Melty, what is it you wanted to discuss earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, right. I wanted to bring this up earlier, but I'd like to suggest we all have a get-together.
Yeah, it's suspicious that she's suggesting
It would be great
huh?
to get to know everyone some more.
Like, she's the person you least expect, so until an unexpected event triggered, the get-together still found its rightful place in the sleep. But that's where the suspicion comes, man.
With all that sudden questioning, I didn't know what to expect. Damn that Priscilla.
My gratitude for being brought to the meeting was completely nullified when I got called out like that.
Nothing good ever comes from being associated with her. Still, though.
I glanced around seeing all the royal cans standing in the center of the venue. See, Priscilla is kind of out of the question. Kind of. I'm not saying fully, because I just don't think that'd be. Because why would, like, Wolf, like, be involved with... why would Al attack Wolf then? And then, Crochet, I just don't see Crochet be doing it. I do not. Like, she seems like too more of a main character than some of the others, so I don't see that happening. Anastasia, it's possible, but I don't know, then why would he attack her that first time? I don't know. Phil, I don't see that either, because, like, why? It just doesn't seem like that would happen. I really do feel like it's Melty's side. Because, like, you know, before we, like, went to the manor and Wolf was there, we talked to Sakura. So that's kind of weird, you know? If memory serves, Priscilla and Anastasia aren't supposed to be here. Since they are, it begs the question of how everything will play out with Amelia's absence this time around. I'm pretty sure Priscilla is sticking around on a whim, so Anastasia's presence is the most striking.
I don't think she's the type to just change her plans without a solid reason. You seem to be quite familiar with all the royal candidates. No wonder Miss Anastasia shows interest in you. I wouldn't say I know them all that well. I just know of them. Humility may be a virtue, but you should just accept the praise I'm giving you.
Wow.
Your actions will help save the lives of all the candidates, after all. Don't you think that's a bit of a stretch? Is it? You foiled someone's plot to interfere with the royal selection.
True.
And took action to warn those targeted. Not to mention that you fought off the assailant, gauging his true threat level in the process. Is that not worthy of recognition?
Alright, put this aside. Known he's complimenting me, but it doesn't feel like it. He's not being his usual snide or sarcastic self, so why? Is this some sort of psychological aversion?
Is something the matter, Mr. Subaru Natsuki? Can you not call me Mr.? It's weird. Just call me Subaru like everyone else. And you're... yes. An oversight on my end. I apologize for the late introduction. I am Julius Euclius. I am a knight of the Royal Guard serving as Miss Anastasia's knight. It's a pleasure to meet you. Due to the royal selection, we will be in each other's company for a while. Let us both do our utmost to serve our masters and strive for prosperity for the kingdom. You're really gung-ho about sticking to the rules, aren't you?
Julius makes a face like he has no clue what I'm talking about, but I don't have it in me to explain. I do feel bad for confusing him like that.
Subaru and Julius! What are you two talking about?
An interesting combination of people who've gathered here. Would you mind if we joined you?
Yeah, go for it. I was just about to start talking about the weather, knowing that neither of us can hold a conversation for very long.
Nobody ever talks about that seriously anyway.
The ones joining our conversation are Reinhardt and Ferris, who'd both been talking to the other candidates and the members of the Council of Wise Men. Sensing their friendly demeanors toward me, Julius raised an eyebrow in fascination.
Ferris, are you already acquainted with Subaru?
Yes. We met a while back in the royal capital. Thanks to Subaru, I was led to Miss Felt.
That's putting a spin on it. If you say it like that, Felt will give me the stink eye.
Fairy's case is way simpler. Subaru is just one of Fairy's patients, and that's how I know him, meow?
I see.
Meow.
Your connections with those involved in the royal selection run deeper than I imagined. Perhaps it is I who has had the late start.
Don't treat me like I'm some lucky statue or something. Meeting me sooner doesn't change anything. Also, the one who's gonna win the royal selection is gonna be my melee. You all think your camps will be the one to take the throne, don't you?
Three of them fall silent at my question, and they all break into
I believe all
smiles.
the knights gathered here wish for their own masters to win. But I'm impressed in your confidence for saying that so boldly, Subaru.
While I would normally tell one to keep such thoughts to themselves, I suppose a more aggressive approach is needed here.
Fairy's always thought that Miss Cruchet is the best of the best. Nothing will ever change my mind on that.
When it comes to their own masters, none of them are willing to falter, and then...
Hey, I see the whole crew's gathered around. Mind if I butt in too?
Don't you mean we? To tell the truth, I feel a bit left out.
Oh, you guys came over too. Well, feel free.
Alright then. So, what were you all talking about?
We were just conversing about each of the candidates, as well as our zeal for the royal selection.
The candidates! That's good! That's very good. I get it. I totally get it. All the candidates are good-looking women, after all.
That's right, Reinhardt. Al nods over and over like he understands what's really going on. In reality, it's something like he's probably imagining.
The ruler is the face of the kingdom. Therefore, a beautiful woman is the prime choice. On that note, it's not strange if any of them take the crown.
What, do you think this is a beauty pageant? Besides, if the ruler is decided on looks alone, it wouldn't be a fair competition.
Huh? What do you mean by that, bro?
How you know that?
Of course, when it comes to beauty, my melee is the most beautiful of them all.
Don't you dare let Rem hear that. True, all the candidates have their own triumphs, but they see no chance against the supreme beauty as my silver-haired master. Don't you dare! Rem didn't hear that, right?
If it were a beauty pageant, Mealy's victory would be all but assured.
Wait! Isn't that a bit hasty, meow? Why do you get to decide the winner, Subaru?
Huh?
If we're talking about real beauty, Fairy thinks qualities such as dignity, conduct, and elegance need to be considered.
I agree with Ferris. It's true that beauty can be observed simply on a canvas like a painting, but humans have layers that run deeper. To truly say a person is beautiful, one must evaluate every aspect of that person's character. That means the winner would be...
Miss Cruchet!
Miss Anastasia.
I need to say that.
Ferris, I understand your point. Miss Cruchet is certainly a fine lady who commands respect.
Fairy also understands that Miss Anastasia is an elegant young woman. Becoming the president of a large company at her age is commendable.
I'm glad you understand.
No, it's fine. Fairy's relieved too. So, it's Miss Cruchet, right?
Of course, it's Miss Anastasia.
This is bad too. Them maybe smiling outwardly like that, but a silent war has been waged. This tragedy is a result of them pushing for different people. Meditating a situation like this would be too much for me to handle.
No, just relax, you two. This is an important get-together. Don't you think it's dumb to get so heated over this?
Isn't it suspicious how Melty also called for the get-together, not somebody else? A Melty? Wanted to cut the tense air as Tiga as calm as ever. Ferris and Julius stopped glaring daggers at each other after Tiga's comment and recomposed themselves.
I guess you're right. Yeah, sorry, Julius. I got a little on edge there.
No, I should have chosen my words better. We're friends. Even though we belong to different camps involved in the royal selection, that fact remains unchanged.
Whoa, amazing. You settled that pretty well.
It's true that all of the royal candidates are beautiful in their own respects. Regardless of who becomes the next ruler, the image of the kingdom will no doubt be exemplary. When you consider that, a petty argument like this is quite absurd.
Tiga shrugs his shoulders at Ferris, and Julius makes amends, shaking each other's hands. I nod along in relief, then tilt my head towards Tiga.
What's your opinion, Tiga?
Obviously, Mel is the cutest.
Oh, duh. Finds the war out again, and just as quickly as it had died down. There's no escaping this debate.
I think there'd be so much competition about who supports who.
That just shows how serious everyone takes this. What about you, Sir Al?
Oh, don't say my name like that. I'm a humble vagabond. Just Al is fine.
Okay then. Al, are you comfortable not throwing your hat into the ring?
Me? Nah, I've got nothing to add. You're right that it'd be a good fight if it were a beauty contest, but...
But what?
My princess has the biggest boobs, so we win outright.
Of course.
Should I add in any of the lovely qualities about Miss Felt?
Reinhardt cocks his head to decide with a serious look, but Al shrugs him off without hiding any expression. Oh, brother.
That was pretty ridiculous. That Tiga, carelessly blurting out something like that.
Subaru, you seem to be having an exciting chat with the other knights.
I don't know if it was exciting so much as it was tense.
Of course, like any chivalrous knight, it didn't end in a fight, though the psychological warfare was certainly a spectacle.
You saw what we were up to. What about you, Rem?
At the consideration of Mrs. Cruchet and Anastasia, I was allowed to listen to their conversation. All the royal candidates are quite enthusiastic about the royal selection. I know there was nothing we could do, but I wish Miss Amelia could have joined us.
Yeah, right. I get the feeling that we're a bit behind on all this.
I know to protect her, but it's a much safer place to be, so Amelia's absence is a big disadvantage in terms of everyone's impression on her. In that regard, Mikhlotov's request for her to come to the capital might be for our benefit too.
Contact with her.
I requested an express messenger to go to the manor while we remain here. And about that other matter.
No response from your sister?
No. The manor does not seem to be facing any trouble.
Is that so?
Oh, God.
That's good.
It's not too bad to start, having found out about the spy before we left. Still, I can't let my guard down. This will be a defensive battle. Our opponent has the upper hand, so we can't rely on our mental fortitude
At the
alone.
earliest, Miss Amelia and the others will arrive in the royal capital by fire time tomorrow.
It's not like we can tell them to take their time after all.
Well, I like to think it won't happen. I'm worried that dust bandits will appear en route. Honestly, I'm not sure how to cause and effect a relationship works here, but I should go fetch Amelia myself if possible.
You might say that. So I made arrangements to meet them at Flugel's tree.
You're amazing, Rem!
Oh my, being your amazing bride, you're making me blush.
Aww.
I didn't say anything like that.
What are you two
You
doing
meant it.
fooling around over here? Everyone else is leaving. Are you not done yet?
You're flirting. Okay,
We should get
stop.
out of here too. As for you...
What does that mean? If you've got something to say, then say it.
Really? Then... Felt, you look great in that dress.
What?
Oh, you think so too, huh? I've got my complaints about that sword saint, but he's certainly got a good eye for these things.
Yeah, I can tell.
Don't encourage him to make fun of me.
Ow!
Jeez, getting carried away like that? I was reluctant about all this, you know.
Miss Felt, I apologize if I am speaking out of place, but you should not tug your hair so much.
What? Oh, right. Granny might give me the waterworks.
Not to mention, your hair is very pretty.
What are you, another Reinhardt?
Speaking of, I don't see him around anymore.
I told him to wait outside. I wanted to talk to you about something alone.
Me?
Yeah, you. You passed along a message to Old Man Rom, didn't you?
Thanks to that, I learned that Felt was cooped up in the royal castle with that sword saint. Although it did get a little messy.
Old man Rom bows his bald head slightly, repenting for his actions in this castle. The message Felt mentions is something I asked the Appa seller to pass on. Thanks to him, Old Man Rom was able to show up at the castle. I felt bad for him thanking me for misleading him, seeing as he was about to get locked up. But
I
above
still
all,
called for Old Man Rom, knowing the risk.
it's fine now because he's safe, but that's no excuse. The reality of it is, though, that no amount of altering the loops guarantees the worst possible outcome not happening to Old Man Ram. To prevent that, I believe it was the right call for me to participate in the meeting.
Though, how'd you know Katomon and I knew each other?
Huh? Oh, that's,
What?
just a hunch.
You liar! There's no way you could have figured that out with a hunch. Come on, man, we're thanking you here. There's no need to hide anything from us.
Hold on, Felt. This youngster's probably got some things he just can't say right now, especially considering your relationship with one another moving forward.
Our relationship moving forward, huh? We're going to be mutual enemies.
It's not that severe. I wouldn't lie about something like that.
Felt stares me down for a bit, a strange tensity in the air floating about us, then Felt grunts and shakes her head.
Whatever. That's fine. Thanks to your little scheme, I got to meet up with Old Man Ram again. I really owe you big for that. Consider me in your debt.
Felt.
Man, everybody's in my
Sure
debt.
that's okay?
Doesn't matter if I think it's okay or not. You're not gonna spill your beans anyway, are ya? Then this conversation is over. There's no point hounding you about it any further.
I expected something else too. But I don't have any complaints with it ending like this. Felt says it's a debt. So add that to my tab too. If there's ever anything I can do for you, just give me a holler. I always repay my debts. That's just our style.
Same goes for me. Anyway, now you've got the message.
With that Felt and Old Man Ram leave us, I drop my shoulders after seeing them off.
her in that dress and feeling her determination? Felt really does fit the role of a royal candidate.
Were you nervous?
More like overwhelmed. You could say she has guts, I guess.
I'm curious how much of that of what Reinhard said about Felt's bloodline is true. If it is, then Felt has the biggest advantage for succession when considering her bloodline alone. I can't just accept that blindly.
Especially since there's someone else I want to win. Man, what could I even possibly do?
You are working hard, Subaru.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Ram, yeah. Right now, I can't say for sure whether this is changing a good direction or we're able to escape a bad situation. At the very least.
Nothing happens tonight.
I hope so too. I'm assuming we're gonna go to the next day. Yep, before day 5. Alright. After our busy day, we welcome a new morning. I think we're gonna welcome that new morning in the next episode though. So, guys, for now, thank you all so much for watching. If you hit the like button and comment, subscribe to my channel. A little bit of a longer video than normal, but I just wanted to do a lot of work today in this episode. So, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, bye guys.
Before you're